What is this? DLC map? What? Yeah, like most of you out there, I was ripped off and paying $15 for 3 new maps and 2 remakes. But let's move on from that. We're playing a free-for-all on Storm, which is probably my least favorite of the DLC maps. Free-for-all with a Mini-Uzi. Someone asked for a Mini-Uzi review, so here it is. My next videos I'll be posting. My next videos will be all DLC maps with some different weapons. I know I promised a spaz or shotgun video the other day, as well as an LMG video, so you guys can kind of look forward to that. But we'll stay on the topic of this video right here. I was initially gonna call this a rush tactics video, but I don't have lightweight or marathon on right now, and I don't think Storm is really a map you can kind of rush around because you can't really stay outside on the perimeter because there's a lot of buildings for people to camp and hide in, so couldn't really rush tactics it. So yeah, went with Scavenger Pro so I can get fresh claymores, and most of the time I'm not really staying in one spot, but I'm actually planting the claymores anyways, and then once in a while I get like a random cross map claymore kill. And I'm going with the newly patched Pavlo, so this is probably the setup I'm going to be using for a lot of my videos because it's so good. 7, 9, and 11 kill streaks. As you may know, the Pavlo was patched with the stimulus package, so now that it is patched, it will actually contribute to your kill streaks now, which is awesome. A lot of times what happens is I get my Harriers in and then it gets a couple kills for me, but then it gets shot down right away. But now since I have a Pavlo, it's almost a guarantee that I get my chopper gunner. And this setup is basically, if you can get it in a free-for-all, it's basically like a tactical nuke. It's just the game is essentially over because you can just rip so many kills with it. And free-for-all, as you know, is only limited to 30 games, as I get a random claymore kill right there. And it's in this upcoming sequence, one of the players actually got AC-130 from a care package, so I thought it'd be wise camping it out behind this box right here. It saves me for the first couple rounds, but as you can see right there, I get blasted. On that note, here's a pro tip for you guys. If you're hiding out because you're waiting for your air support to get you your next kill streak, try to hide out in an area that's not really popular or well known, because if you're hiding out in that area, then most likely the enemies are going to be rushing towards the area where they can camp out as well. And sometimes what will happen is they'll actually stumble upon you and kill you while you're in there, and then your kill streak gets ruined, as you can see in the upcoming sequence once I get my Harrier up. So yeah, hide in an area that's a little bit less known to people while you're waiting for your kill streaks to get you your next string of kills. Here I decide to go for the revenge kill, and I always tell you guys never go for it because that's what happens right there. I won't go for it again, so good news. And back on the topic of the Mini-Uzi. The Mini-Uzi is a submachine gun, obviously, which with pretty good iron sights, so silencer is a really good option, just as in any SMG. Silencer is always a really good option. It has the highest fire rate of all the submachine guns. It fires at 950 rounds per minute, and has a pretty cool reload animation, even though it's pretty long. How I would stack it up against the other SMGs, nothing is as good as the UMP, in my opinion. The UMP is one of the better weapons in the gun, and I would personally prefer the P90 because the P90 has a clip size of 50 rounds opposed to the 32 round, as I get a random claymore kill right there. The 32 rounds of the Mini-Uzi. The only thing it sacrifices is that the P90 fires just a slight bit slower at 925 rounds per minute, opposed to the 950 that the Mini-Uzi fires, but it's pretty much unnoticeable, and this guy takes a whole lot of painkiller. Damage wise, it has a damage of 30 and 20 far and near respectively, which basically and because of its high fire rate, stopping power is basically unnoticeable on this thing unless you're like really close quarters, as I get a random double kill with my claymores right there. As you can see, I really didn't wait in the area. I was trying to move, and then my claymores just got my kill streaks for me, basically. Anytime you're using a silencer or an SMG, you can basically assume that the weapon's always going to be doing minimum damage, so it has a minimum damage of 20, which means it's going to take about 5 or 6 or 7 shots to take down a guy, which is a whole lot, but it compensates that with its high fire rate as well. But because it fires so fast, you're going to be running out of ammo really quickly. So unless you're just being try-hard and going for the objectives in the game, marathon is not going to last you very long. Like I told you before, find a better spot to hide when you're waiting out for the kill streaks. So that's why I went with Scavenger Pro, so I can just have a little bit more ammo, and I decided to move my position now. And the only downside to using this kill streak setup is if you wait for your Harriers and your Harriers actually get you your 4 kills needed for the chopper gunner, and then you call in your payload, you have to actually wait for the payload before you can actually call in the chopper gunner. So it's kind of a trade-off. So that's why I don't know. Depends on what the stage of the game is on or what type of objective I'm playing. If I'm playing like a domination game and I want constant air support, I'd call in the Harrier, wait for it to leave, then call in the payload, wait for it to leave, and then call in my chopper gunner just to be a nuisance to the enemy. I was like, my payload runs away here. I'm like, no, come back. And then, so yeah, so just that way you can have constant air support, but playing a free-for-all, so it really doesn't matter, and no one's actually shooting it down. And when I'm using an SMG, I usually use hardline. I don't really care for the whole lightweight thing that's going on, even though you can aim faster with lightweight pro, but especially since I'm moving around a little bit more, and with the SMG it's kind of a little bit harder to go against overpowered assault rifles, so stringing in high kill streaks, it's pretty hard, and I don't really care for cold-blooded at all, so why not save yourself an extra kill, right? Right. So get the final kill here with the chopper gunner with the new beast kill streak layout. Final score of 30-3 with the Mini-Uzi. Keep those weapon requests coming in. I'll be sure to check out all of them. And thank you for watching my video, and please check out my channel, and I will see you guys next time.